DSTV's production of Summer Season is brought to you by The Block Nutrition. Tired and drained after a hot summer day? Come to The Block Nutrition for a refreshing, loaded tea or hydration, because The Block is always hot.
Go, dude!
They did everything we asked of them, and they put this foundation at a very strong point and began to really build this program back to the pride that Denham Springs wants, and to play the right game, the Denham Springs way. And every one of these dudes that made it to this point have been through a lot. For them to continue to fight like they did and continue to fight for Denham Springs and fight for each other, I couldn't be more proud to be a part of them, be more proud to get to know them. Loved every second coaching every one of them. And I'm excited to see what they do, because they're going to be successful in life, because they're fine young men. You got to ride the spurt when you get it in public school, high school football. Like, that was our dudes. We invested in them, and it was a lot of fun to watch them flourish and watch them have the experience of doing what they haven't done here since 1985. Foundation was there. It's like they put on the first floor. Now we got to begin to build the second floor.
It's not just the game of football that we learn. The leadership and the experience they had really helped us, and just learn how to make the guys around you like you and make everybody better on and off the field. Just everywhere you are, just have a great bond and be a family.
I learned a lot. By the look on their face from the last game, I know they really love football and not to take it for granted. So I think I really learned a lot from them.
I mean, they've been leading me ever since I was a kid, and so they told me never give up and just keep on going.
I think last year in the playoff, definitely we learned to believe and to keep fighting, especially after being the game. We probably thought it was over, thought it was going to kneel and end the game, but we keep the field goal to win. So that's really just to keep fighting and to believe in the team.
You're gonna know the program and what it sustains, or the sustained growth by, it's easy to get wrapped up in wins and losses. That's the easy measuring stick. But 10-3 it's a big time year, and that we got a big time job ahead of us to continue to grow that. But the growth might not always be measured with wins and losses as we kind of go through the inexperience and the youth that we're going to deal with this year. But you're going to have a great product. You're going to see some great football, and it's going to be a lot of fun to be a part of.
If you want to be a state championship program, state championship team, you got to do that on a yearly basis. So, we got used to it, and some of the guys were playing, some were on the sideline, but we were all there, and we all got to see it and experience it.
I need my three lines with the skill guys over here. Defense on this side, offense on that side. Need my three line on that side. Defense and offense. Understood? Ready? Go! Come on, let's go, Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, you're Go! Go, Sam! Go! Now you got to leave the pocket. All right? Leave the pocket, hit your check down. This is the tackler over here. I want you to run up on somebody. I want you to sink your hips. So he's going to get here. He's going to come to balance. He's going to hit. Get her on. Hit. Good. Good.
Why do I not want to rush straight out? No, I'm going inside. Right, I can get right here. He's going that way. Now I'm chasing from behind. Okay.
I want to lift him off the ground and run into the end zone.
In the first progression.
Feet. We look at everything in that coach's office, and I have a psychology degree, so we dig into every part of it. The first thing we noticed in the offseason was the energy and the chippiness that this group had. And you kind of go, all right, why? You're not having these dudes step up like, oh, this is your leader, this is your leader, this is your leader. The whole group really had the chippiness and the energy that you want to see without somebody elevating as the dude or the leader. They just all pushed each other. They all fought for each other. They all fought with each other to iron sharpens iron, to make each other better.
Oh my gosh. Right there in the middle. Right there.
Third down. Go, let's go.
Let's go!
You know, I think that means a lot to us because everybody doesn't think we can play, and we're senior class too, and we just want to prove what we can do. And I got a lot of young kids who are excited and ready for the challenge. When I get out there, it's just like I'm locked in. I don't really think about anything. I just want everybody else to bring the energy, and I think with high energy like that and a young team, I think that's what's going to help us the most.
Make you fit, not a play. Let's go!
Yeah, definitely motivates because nobody believes in us. Everybody think we're gonna have like a 5-5 season because we're losing everybody. We're gonna lose games, but I think it's gonna be good. It shouldn't be a problem.
I've been playing with those guys since I was a kid, and now I get to take their place. And them not being here, you got to be a leader. You gotta do things. And so it makes you want to be out here bad and win.
A lot of people stepping up and being leaders, and that's what it's going to take, and I think we're going to be good.
Yeah, like you said, it gives us a chip on our shoulder, and it gives us a lot more motivation because we know where we were, and we know we can top that success, and that, I mean, we're not going backwards, we're only moving forward, and we're only going to be a better team, and it just makes us want to work harder, and we're going to be a better family.
Well, I like the fact that we're kind of back to year one in regards to Denham is just Denham. They're going to look the part. They're not going to be that good. They're going to fold if things get a little tough. Well, that's not the same program. So now the mindset has been changed. So now we take these young guys and let them get in the fire and let it get a little tough, and let's find out if they're going to fight for us or they're going to fold. You know, the inexperience, everybody's quick to just count you out because they lost all these dudes. There's no way they could be good again. They write you off. Well, that's what I want. You know, I want to be wrote off. I want to be the dude I want to be the underdog. I want you to overlook us. And I want you to come play our game for 48 minutes and see where you stand at the end of the night. Our brand of football is going to be physical. It's going to be nasty. Now, can we still get beat doing that? Absolutely. But for us this program to continue to grow, we got to learn our brand, and our guys got to learn with experience to play it at a high level. So there may be some hiccups and some curveballs along the way, but that's to be expected. Expect the unexpected, control what you can control, and just get comfortable being uncomfortable as we proceed down this path as we get to the opportunity to be really good. First one, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 9. Remember, young guys, you're mixing up. Give me 6 linemen, 3 O linemen, 3 D linemen, one time, and then the skill guys the next. Match up against somebody you don't like, call somebody out, get after them, make each other better, play to the whistle. Third down, here it is, bow up, D. Use your hands. Good job, D. Third down, right here, third down. Good job, Burrell. Come on now, run the damn rock. Run the rock up in there, run somebody over. Let's go, second down. Don't tippy toe, run somebody over. You're picking a side and getting this whip. Guys that know what to do, guys that catch the football right now are guys that are gonna play here. And you get to looking at it, well, the senior class had really a lot of our attention. You know, almost at times kind of needy. We just always had to kind of be with them as we had to get them through being young and taking beatings to juniors and kind of back and forth with injuries and everything else into the senior year where they were ready to kind of just take the reins. Well, in that process, I don't want to say we left the young guys alone. It's just a lot of the older guys had our attention. So these dudes have kind of learned to fend for themselves, which you can see when you give them the reins. Like, they're like, oh, Coach, we got this. And the way their energy was, the way their attitude has been in the offseason, it's really it's exciting to watch. It gives me chills because you can see the program in motion. Even with the kids that didn't have all the attention, they've watched, they've learned, and they feel like they can handle it. I'll tell you what, first off, give yourself a hand. What an awesome first week. What a fun first week. I tell you, I'm more excited about you because I like the challenge that everybody in this state doesn't think we can answer up to. You know that, right? They don't think we can continue to do what we do. But you got to understand, we are a top-tier program in this state. We screwed up the second round 2 years ago, should have been in the quarters. We were in the quarters last year. That's a top-tier program. That's the top 8. Understand, we're not fighting from the bottom of the barrel anymore. We are a legit program, which is why you practice the way you practice, which is why you act the way you act, which is why I like the chippiness, I like the talk, I like the energy, and what a lot of fun to be a part of. Hey, great job. Get a break, see your coaches. Look, I've never been one to shy away from hiring people that make me better. Because, I mean, if you start with me, if I'm not getting better, how can I expect everybody else to get better on down through assistant coaches, coordinators, players, and I'm not scared to get better. To have that dude, that presence in a coach's office, in a locker room, he speaks a different language.
In the NFL, there's a cycle, a hiring cycle, and this past season I sat out. I tried to get in the cycle before, and unfortunately it didn't work. So I did some media here in town, and I got to know some people around town, and just in getting to know everybody through that, I ended up coming to a Bible study, actually it was an FCA Bible study on a Friday morning over here. I met Coach Beard, and from there he joked around about, hey, what do you think about coming in and helping us, on the offense? And then it became an actual, hey, what's your thoughts about coordinating the offense? I still have some things kind of floating around out there, but I'm here, and it's a cool experience to see a different side of it. I've never actually coached high school football. So it's not just the age of the players, it's the field is different, the hashes are wider, the numbers are wider. There's some differences, so it's been a lot of fun.
These two for a couple? Or?
Yeah, what you want.
Like we've been doing?
Yeah.
We'll finish off with a couple?
Mm-hmm. We're probably learning just as much as he's learning, if not more for him. I've had to explain to him, look at the threes. The threes in the NFL are still freakish dudes. Our threes are brand new to the game and have no clue what's going on half the time. And, he's had to learn, getting them reps. It's not as easy as you think it is. It's not as easy as getting this third DN from the Bengals a rep, or this third DN from the Lions, or this third running back from the Lions a rep. It's a totally different animal because these kids have no clue. They've never really played.
I mean, he's a great guy. Obviously, he knows a lot because, he's been at every level, and he's really doing a good job at teaching everybody and dumbing it down for the high school level, and he's done a really good job at going person by person and helping each and everybody. And for myself, he's done a really good job of just expanding the game and, teaching me stuff that, not the average high school quarterback knows. And I feel with his presence, our offense is going to be a lot more explosive. We're going to know how to beat certain defenses.
He could read it, he could throw it. If you realize, say, on the snap, and we're running 93.
I feel like it can help us a lot this year because we pretty much had to run the same offense for the past few years. I feel like changing it up a little bit, having an NFL coordinator that came from the NFL, I feel like he can give us some good stuff. He was telling me that I was a good running back, and for him coming from the NFL, seeing multiple running backs that have been good, I feel like that's a good thing for me to hear from him.
He's not a name-dropping dude. He's not, I'm better than you, I'm an NFL guy. You're just high school guys. I think he's learning a lot too, and I think we've kind of woke him up to, there's coaching at every level that's legit.
The adjustments are going to be more of how much I've put in. I have not put in nearly as many plays as I would like. We scrimmaged last week, and I felt like I ran through my call sheet pretty quickly, so we're getting to the point where we're starting to install a little bit more. I showed some of the guys, I brought in a Jacksonville Jaguars training camp playbook, and I showed them how much we were putting in every day, and it's a lot, and I'm used to doing that. But again, these guys don't need all that, and there's different things that we can do. So it's been fun to put in something different, deal with different types of players. These guys are still learning football, so it's a chance to actually teach football from the ground up and not have to correct bad habits of older guys.
It's going to get a lot better, and kind of once it all blends, I think we have a chance to be really scary offensively. But right now, his language is a little bit different, and he's learning to speak a high school language as we're learning to teach NFL language. But it's been a lot of fun because growth is critical. And when you surround yourself with dudes that have been there, that have done that, they're only going to make us all better.
I want to be as simple as we can be on offense, but look as complicated as we can for the defense. So there's a lot that goes into that. There's a lot of planning, a lot of different formations, personnels, but whatever we can do to make it simple on us and confusing on the defense, that's what we're going to try to do. The quarterbacks, I work with them mainly, obviously, but I can't say that I can't give away too much, but I'll tell you that they're doing a good job, and I think that they're on the right path. And you know, I think those the top two right now that have been around here a little bit longer are showing the progress we need them to. So we'll be fine when it comes around.
I'm gonna say 99% of the high school teams that lose a quarterback, a 3-star quarterback, to a big-time D1 program would be behind at that position. We're in a unique situation. When Reese got hurt a couple years ago, Jerry had to be thrust into the scene, got thrust into the fire, won a playoff game. Last year, I don't want to necessarily say set behind Reese, but they battled every day. They made each other better. And I do believe they made each other better. I do believe that iron sharpens iron. Like, some of Reese's strengths were some of Jerry's weaknesses, and vice versa. And I think at the end of the day, when you sit down and talk to both of them, they got a lot of good from each other. And because of it, I expect Jerry to be even better. As good as Reese was, I expect Jerry to be better because of Reese.
Well, first of all, I'm grateful to be able to have that experience, and I mean, it all will help me for the next 2 years, and it's just learning what it's like out there. I mean, it's a huge difference between freshman JV and then varsity football, and just being able to be out there, run the offense, have everybody around you listen to you, be a leader out there from a young age, and it's just going to help me be able to play the game and continue to progress.
I'm excited to have him with Caskey. Now you got a young dude that's got some attention, who is now going to be with an NFL guy and be able to learn and grow and know the game better than most high school kids would. But with his leadership and everything, he loves the game. He's always been a great teammate. He's always been a sponge. He's got to continue to do that, and he's got to understand. He's got to accept the responsibility of being the quarterback full time, and that it's his show. And that the little things that he's never had to really do before, he's got to do now. The details he's got to pay attention to, he's got to do now, because he doesn't have Reese here. He doesn't have anybody with experience behind him. It is his show, and it is his job to get better every day and continue to push and grind.
Starter.
I feel like the guys around me listen to me, and they want to be around me, and right back at them, I want to be around them, and I'm here to help them, and I help them with everything they need, and on and off the field. If they need a ride, I give them a ride. If they don't know where to line up, I'll help them line up, and they like to listen to me as much as I like to listen to them, and just be able to move the offense more consistently and help our team win, get the ball in the end zone more and put points up on the scoreboard. I've worked on better footwork, faster release to get the ball out to my playmakers, and just reading the defenses is one thing that I've really focused on, just knowing where everybody's going to be pre-snap and what coverage they're in and how my guy can beat their guy.
Help you out.
I know. So what are they hearing? They're hearing national anthem, right? What does that mean to y'all? Let's do. Just do them all around what I do, right?
That's left. Forever. That's right. That's right. There's left. What was easy?
And then I haven't done it yet this year, but turnovers equals a Reese's Cup. So we want turnovers. In the backfield, as I get depth, I look for 3 coming to me, 5 coming vertical. Yeah? All right. So break up now, go to your position coaches. Let's have a great day.
Window had closed it, so I really can't leave it. But this play, it looks like a 3, because before he'd have been out wide. Let's say he's in a 3. A double on 3 is going to
all the room in the world to work. Okay? So if you need to bail out,
Well, we look to work in a lot of good things today, some new things. We'll see how the signals go. Coach Ryan's been working really hard on mastering his signals. He's an expert at it now. It's the first time the kids are going to be out there without us behind them, telling them what to do. So we'll see how they handle getting thrown into the deep end. A lot of new faces out there. The closest thing we can get to a real live game situation.
Go! Go! Do it right, do it right. Oh, take it outside the pile, run it on! Hey, compete. This is a chance for you to show us. You're going to be on separate sidelines because I want you to get comfortable competing with somebody across the field from you. The defense will be on this side, the offense on this side when we get to that scrimmage. And it is live. It is you, the purple versus the white today. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's bounce around, have some damn fun, and get after it today before.
Let's go. Last day of the week. Make it count. Compete. Fire out. Let's get a Jackets on 3. 1, 2, 3. Jackets!
Anchor it down, and then once you commit, swim over the top and get into play.
Where you should go, okay? But listen, if a hole opens up somewhere else, don't just pass it by because you're following the guard. If a hole opens up in the A gap and that guard's still going, go.
To me, I have the offense scoring twice on defense. We're about to whoop offense. Like, no contest, really. Jay's going to throw at least 2 picks today. 3. No fumbles, but 3 picks for loss for sure.
Let me know we made a play.
Finally made it, but we made plays all spring.
I ain't seen it. That's why we're going to talk to That's what's wrong with them. They live in the past. They live in the past. Don't tell me you made that play. Don't tell me you made that play. You didn't barely touch it. Go again. All right.
I think D-line down in the trenches, I think we got a good crew down there. And that sets up a lot for us on the back end, linebackers and safeties coming down and making plays.
You can't forget that we're dealing with high school boys. They're going through so much change physically and emotionally, so much growth. They're high school boys. They're gonna fight.
Go down!
Go get the damn ball! You're live!
And if they're gonna fight, I'd rather them fight here than behind Walmart. They wanna be the best. They've gotten a taste. They want to continue to grow this program to where the DS, the DSHS across your chest, means so much to them more now than it has in a long time, to where they're willing to fight for it. I don't mind the chippiness, but if it happens, and it stays on the field. When it's over, it's over.
Well, it's done now. We're family in the locker room. Yeah, baby. Where's Jerry at? Where's Jerry?
Obviously, offense and defense is going to scrap, but on Friday nights, we're all family, and in that moment, he got heated, I got heated, and we went at each other. But after practice, we apologized. And what a lot of people don't know is that night we got on the phone, we talked, and we're best friends. And so, in that heat of the moment, we get mad at each other. But at the end of the day, we're all family, and we all have to strap it together Friday night.
I think that's big for us because at the end of the day, we're going to be competing at games, and that's how we need to compete out here, because if you don't practice perfect, you're not going to play perfect. And I don't mean anything by that when I'm like that, but like I said, when I go back in the locker room, I still want to be friends and go hang out with everybody on the weekends, but I want to practice how I'm going to play.
The chippiness is just a testament to the pride and the excitement they have in the program and the growth of the program and the drive to be the best. And it's going to happen, and I'm okay with it because they do love each other, and it is left on the field where the competitive realm does sometimes drive those emotions and feelings that can kind of bubble over. And it's our job to make sure they understand that it's okay, that it's you take your op, you take your move on, and we move on and we grow from it.
Step here. Okay. Right off of them. Okay, here. Okay. All right. You rip through. Sit up.
Simply, Mizell, Coy, Muse, y'all are not allowed to spin.
One backer comes out of coverage or comes out of the flats, or comes from his hook to curl to come get the rolling quarterback. We need the backside linebacker to take his job into pass responsibility.
Attack the safety. Don't run through. Attack him.
Get outside his ass. Good. See how he's dropping that block back? See how he drops it back?
That's good, Hogan. Good, Hogan. Good.
Woo!
Hey,
Go get it!
Woo!
Deshaun's a special talent. You know, he's been blessed with a lot of things that not everybody has.
Just him having next to me is like not like a role model, just having that good of a person next to me and just learning from him. So I mean, one day hopefully I can go that far.
If something goes wrong, I know he's gonna be in the back.
But more importantly, he's an amazing young dude, young man, teammate. My favorite part of it is that he's done it right. You know, you talk about he's always taking care of business in the classroom. He's always gotten better at everything he's ever done, whether when we were still playing basketball, whether it's track, football. Decided to give up basketball, buy in full-time to an off-season and work, and because of it, learn how to practice. His game elevated and blew up, and the meteoric rise that kid is on has everything to do with him and him only.
I handled it pretty well. My parents helped me with it as well. It kind of stresses me out sometimes, but I try not to let it get to me. It feels good. It's always been my dream school going there, so I think it feels good. The main reason is that it's a real good school. A whole lot of legends coming out of there, so that being a good school is also, like I said, my dream school. It's close to family, close to home.
The kid has made a commitment and a choice, has bought into everything we do, but he's made the commitment and choice to do everything he can to be that dude. And because of it, he's going to be a Tiger, which LP can't say we produce many of those, and he's going to be one of them.
They produce a whole lot of talent, a whole lot of people getting drafted into the NFL, so I think they provide a lot in what they teach their athletes. So my mindset has really been getting physical for next year. I know I haven't been really physical as a safety. I know I'm a ball hawk, so I think I got that down. I'm just trying to get more physical this year. Mason, he always been good, especially his freshman year, upcoming up. Rancher, he's actually really good too. He's physical. He can get around the field easily too.
9 PR. I mean, look, you can make the argument that Maurice is still the better football player. He's got more experience on the varsity level. You know, he was put into play as a freshman on varsity. He has started every game since he's come up. Very durable, student of the game. You know, he's 5'11". He's not 6'4", so it looks a little different. But you could argue that that's the best football player in the house. You know, so to have those two dudes on the back end, along with Rancher Miller and Brian Hawkins, you know, the back end is secure. This could be the best we've ever had.
Yeah, it definitely changed because when we came here, like when I first came here, we were 1-9. Really, like it wasn't a good experience. Like we just went to football and just like tried to get it over. We didn't really want to play, you know, because we were losing so much. But now, like Coach Beard built like a good foundation, and we all want to like buy in and actually win. But We still have the same secondary, so I know we're going to be fine right there. Got some linebackers coming back, so I think we're going to still be good, you know. It's going to be different, like replacing a lot of seniors who knew what to do and had a lot of experience. Like guys coming in that don't have experience, they'll be playing out, but I think they're going to be fine, though. Just get them right, give them experience and practice and reps. It's going to be good for them.
It's been a long process. It's not bad. There's just a lot of PT. That's not all I do. I hate it, bro. It's the worst. Like, I get to watch all these kids play in my spot that I know is mine. I mean, I get to teach them, but it's just rough.
It's hard when a kid is injured because, you know, especially the high school day and age, like they think, oh, I can't do anything, so they don't always accept the role of like you're a big part of this and you're still a key leader in this program. But because you're injured and not going through everything, I think sometimes you kind of check up on what you do or maybe some of the things you say. But Jonas is a guy that we've had to remind ourselves, you know, outside linebacker play, we're getting a lot of young dudes critical reps without what could be our best outside linebacker.
I get to see how other people play my position, and then I can like learn from that and teach them my ways that I played it, and we can both get better. I've learned to be able to speak out more, definitely be able to clear out more. I've learned how to talk to these freshmen too. These kids are young, they're growing, they don't know a lot, so.
He's going to be ready to go this summer and ready to deploy, you know, in the season with actually a great off season because his body's healed up. He's better than he's ever felt. He's bigger. He's going to be bigger and stronger than he's ever been. But to have that dude just around for Cedric Polk and some of these young guys, and Blaine Gibbs, who's inexperienced, who's coming up, you know, he's got the right demeanor to be that coach in the locker room, the leader in the locker room that kids feed off of, and you know, his expectations haven't changed at all. We expect him to be a huge part of our success and one of our key guys, and you know, one of the best players to come through here when it's all said and done. Even with this little hiccup with the injury, that's all part of the game.
I think our secondary is going to just be overpowering, really. They're not going to be able to throw the ball at all. I mean, we got the guys that stop run game, but that secondary is going to be tough for people.
I feel real good about the defense. I wouldn't say they know everything just yet. We still got a couple young guys, but I think we're going to get it down upcoming season, so I think we're pretty good.
Really good. Going against the offense and defense, we've both been battling back and forth offense, putting us to a good test, and I think we're ready for spring.
Right, but it's running. You're hesitant, you're hit that.
Guys, this spring game is one of the most important spring games we've ever had. You know, you only got a few guys back that are returning starters, so it is critical that you guys get as many quality reps as possible to get comfortable playing in a live game situation against somebody in a different color. With people in the stands, an atmosphere, you got to be able to handle that. That's part of the process. When the lights come on, you've got to get better. We can get you ready to play. It's time to play. It's time to focus on us and playing ball, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, seniors, you got 2 more, and then your high school football spring days are over.
1, 2, 3, play!
All right, listen up. So this is not your normal pre-game speech. This is for you today. This is the start. This is the beginning. This is the new 2023 Denham Springs football team. This is where some of you make the team. This is where some of you back out of the team. You got to take care of each other. You got to come out, check everything at that door. That mindset when we walk through those doors, it's a physical brand. We are a physical brand of football. And this is where you tell us you can or cannot get it done here. You understand it, right? Yes, sir. This is the trial. This is the big stage. This is why you do what you do. And this is just the first one together. Let's find out how good we are. Let's find out how good you are, how good we are, and let's see where we're at. And get ready for this summer, right?
Yes, sir.
Helmets on! Helmets on!
Jackets on 3. 1, 2, 3, Jackets!
I can tell you for the first time, we haven't even really looked at EA or anything they're going to do. We know we may get caught in some situations that might make us look bad from the viewer's eyes. That's not our focus. Our focus is with the inexperience. Our kids have just got to worry about what we do and just play. If you line up with a question mark or you're not sure about something, line up and compete and get after the dude across from you. It's like I told him this morning, a down block is a down block. A reach is a reach. A go is a go. A slant is a slant. Inside zone is inside zone. No matter what EA is doing, we have to focus on what we're doing.
I want to see people running to the ball and hitting more than anything. Like, I know we're going to be covering really good, but I just want to make sure everyone's like hands-on.
We're looking to move the ball and put a lot of points on the scoreboard, no matter how it's done, whether we got to run the ball, whether we got to throw it, quick passes, deep passes. We're just trying to move the ball and just have a steady flow with the offense. Everybody know what they're doing because it's a new offense. We're learning, so trying to make sure each guy knows what they're supposed to do and can do it and then can complete the task. And
our guys just need experience. They need live reps against somebody of that caliber to see where we're at, what we have to grow in the offseason, in the summer, what we have to focus on. And for the first time, the winning and losing is going to come in the experience these kids are getting. It's not necessarily going to be on the scoreboard. And you don't win a state championship this Saturday. You win it in December. This is part of the process that we've got to go through. And realistically, we can't play enough right now with our guys and the lack of experience that they need.
Hey, so listen, they were just giving us an underfront, right? This side and stuff, right? So, pretty good job on duo, man. That first play, we had a pretty damn big hole. We ran 13. We had a real good cutback and did a pretty good job of getting some movement.
You know, the O-line is a tricky position because there's 5 of them. They got to be comfortable together. They got to communicate, and getting them to be able to run a board drill that's elementary for O-line play. Being able to go out there when you're tired, you get hit in the mouth, you're communicating, you got to know what the guy 2 guys down from you is talking about and doing, and there's a lot that goes with that takes time. And of course, going into this, we knew the O-line is going to need that time.
And we got one of you for the backside backer, right? So if the backside backer flows backside, then you can just stay on the lineman and he'll peel off the back.
You got to move your feet, okay? We got to combine. Got to mash up our feet and hands working together there, all right? So that's all in your feet, all right? Hey, good job just now with the duo. Okay, you had that solo block right there on the duo play, all right? But again, when you made contact, your feet froze, all right? With those feet working, you would have been just fine. You were in great position, all right? But because your feet froze, he was able to shake it.
But to see them bow up, to see some of the dudes compete, the Barberas and stuff, yeah, we probably made some mistakes that we didn't catch with the naked eye. But to the naked eye, you watch them go out there, they're comfortable, they're competing, they're fighting, and I couldn't be more proud of that. You know, guys that we haven't seen in live action against a big-time program now got it and held their own.
Hunter with that 5-10, all right? We can kick it the first thing outside the top. It's a little quicker kick than we're used to, right?
No, he said 2 D-line.
Probably Eagle because 21 personnel. All right, when you have the hip and you're lying down like that, and they get motion from this side, you've got to expand. What are they going to check if that motion comes all the way across? What are they going to check? Trips with a hip. What are they going to check? Colorado.
Wheel backer, you're going down. Mike's in the middle. We yo-yo the H. F is man on one, corner's a man on one. So who's going down? You? Who's going down? You're in the middle. The boundary backer's down. The field is going to have to go. The backer, right? Right there. If they motion across.
Have one, Bishop!
Job's not done. This is like the second half. This will be the third quarter, then the fourth quarter. This is live, balls to the wall, show me what you can do. We're hunting together. Am I clear? Yes, sir.
If I get the ball in my hand, that I can make plays for the offense, you know. I just want to help the team with her.
All day, seven. All day, seven.
I mean, me as myself, I try to be the best running back as I can, making like if the O-line makes like a wrong block or something, I feel like I can make a quick cut and make them right.
Yeah, look, you know, the guys that struggle defensively are the guys that aren't going to struggle in the fall. You know, they're the returners, they're the hammers. They just got to get back into their routine and get comfortable. Some of these young guys got to be brought up to speed. You go look at the set plays, I mean, we had 5 or 6 turnovers that we created with some picks and some fumble recoveries, and we got out here. You know, the first touchdown, hats off to EA with the second effort. You get them down right there, they have no timeouts, they don't score, and you get out of that half without giving up a touchdown. But those are little things. You know, the rookie over here has a chance to make a play. He leaves his feet, and you know what? We haven't told him that because we haven't got to that point yet. But he's going to learn. He won't do that again. That kid's going to be a special player, and he showed that tonight competing against the big boys. I mean, I'm really pleased. You know, to be replacing everything we're replacing, we can't get enough of this right now. Our guys needed this. Like, you know, that was a win for us because you get plenty of live reps against a big-time program in EA. You're going to find out exactly where you're at. I saw some of these young guys baptized by fire. You know, and some of the mistakes made are rookie mistakes that are easy to clean up. That's why we do this.
Think back to that first week, how far we've come. Okay, so we didn't like the outcome. Well, you know what we did get? We saw a lot of great things from you young guys that were big question marks. And then we saw some of you returning guys that now have question marks. And that's part of what we do while we do this. You know, some of you guys got to get comfortable going both ways. You got to see that's a tough deal. I didn't like the way we kind of got pushed around in, I guess, that third quarter, that first quarter of the live, when I thought we matched up physicality there at the end. Made a couple of rookie mistakes, which is what we want to go ahead and get out of the way and learn now. But I tell you what, I'm really damn proud of it. That's a hell of a spring. We got better. We got better. We can't do enough of this. You're forgetting, a lot of you guys have never played. We can't get enough of this right now. We got 2 weeks here. Guys, you got time now to step back and relax. Finish up your exams this week. We don't start back till May 31st. Give yourself and body a break. Give your freaking mind a break. And when we come back to work, it's go time. I'm really excited about you. We're going to clean this up. We're going to get it graded up. We're going to make our notes. We really got to dissect this film and dive into exactly what we have, exactly where we need to focus, exactly what kids need to get a little more of our attention, and really dig deep into these younger guys and see if there's anybody there that's ready to start learning to step up and give us a chance to battle and compete. And that's what it's all about, man. You just got to get more and more comfortable every day. And we can't get enough of this, which is why, it's a win for us. We got to be better as coaches. We got to be better this summer and really clean this up and dive into it and continue to grow what we're growing, because from day 1 to day 10, man, we got better. And I love the attitude. I love the air.
Great day. We got a lot to build on. Let's get a family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
All right, is that it?
That's a wrap.
DSTV's production of Summer Season is brought to you by The Block Nutrition. Tired and drained after a hot summer day? Come to The Block Nutrition for a refreshing, loaded tea or hydration, because The Block is always hot.